Emma to stop by Zeidman's on her way to work and buy a half dozen of the greatest bagels this side of the Hudson.
Oh, sweetheart.
Why are you groaning? This is your favorite breakfast.
I know, but I don't have time for breakfast.
Even hot buttered bagels with cream cheese?
Can I take them with me?
What? No. Zeidman's bagels are meant to be shared.
What if we share them in bed tonight? You see, my secretary, Gal Friday, office manager, assistant, happens to be going through the files, and I want to get down there before she tosses them all out.
Oh, John.
Hey, come on now. Bagels tonight in bed? Now, that's a thought that should get us through the entire day.
I've got another thought. I need to ask a favor.
Yeah, name it.
You know your secretary, Gal Friday, office manager, assistant person? Mm-hmm. I want you to fire her.
You want me to fire Cassie?
Mm-hmm.
Nice try.
John, please listen to me.
The candlelight dinner last night, the romantic evening, the bagels for breakfast. I should have known you had an ulterior motive.
I resent that.
Well, you can't deny it, though.
Yes, I can, and I do, John. I mean, we've had lots and lots of romantic evenings and candlelit dinners. Are you saying there was an ulterior motive behind all of them?
No, of course not.
Well, there wasn't last night either. I happen to love you, or have you forgotten that? And if you love me, you will ever so gently hand my daughter a pink slip.
Dorian, come on. She's smart, she's enthusiastic. She's willing to work her tail off for me.
I mean, she'll get a better job, one that's better paying, one that will challenge her intelligence, her creativity, one that will give her an opportunity for promotion.
My word, you sound like a high school guidance counselor.
I can't help it. She's my only child, and I want the best for her.
But we're not talking about a long-term career here. Besides, Cassie finds the job exciting. She finds it interesting. It's
dangerous. That's what it is. Detective work is dangerous, John.
And you know I don't even carry my gun the majority of the time.
What about the times you go running around the world posing as an international terrorist?
That was one case. One case and it's closed. Sweetheart, look, I've been in the business a long time. Look at me. I'm still alive and kicking.
Yeah? Thanks to the miracles of modern medicine, I know every inch of that body.
Oh, I know.
I've seen all the scars. Seriously, I worry all the time that someday a bullet is going to kill you. I worry too much about you. I haven't got the energy left to worry about Cassie.
You don't have to worry about Cassie. Hey, look, I haven't lost a Gal Friday to a gunman in a month, maybe 2 months.
Please don't joke about this.
Oh, Dorian, look, Cassie's as safe working for me as working in an insurance department or a bank or for Asa Buchanan for that. But as a matter of fact, she's safer working for me than for Asa.
What if she gets bored, you know, with the office atmosphere, decides to go out, see some of that excitement and adventure? What if she decides to follow in your footsteps?
You really think that little of what I do, huh?
No, John, no. It's fine for you. It's just not for my daughter.
I suppose owning a TV station is a little bit more noble, or maybe just better paying.
Now, there's no need to be sarcastic.
Look, if you're so worried about Cassie, then why don't you set a better example for her? I mean, you go running down to Devil's Claw by yourself, right? You come here looking for Diane by yourself. I mean, you're always flirting with danger.
We're not talking about me. We're talking about Cassie.
Not anymore. We're not, because as far as I'm concerned, the subject's closed.
Johnny, the subject is not closed, and it won't be until you tell my daughter to find herself another job.
Dorian, your daughter is not 6 years old. She can take care of herself. She has a right to make her own decisions. And it was her idea to take this job.
There must be at least 50 secretaries who are more qualified than she is. Why don't you hire one of them?
Because I like having someone around me that I feel comfortable with. Ha! I got it. This whole bull about danger is just a smokescreen, isn't it? The real fear that you have is of Cassie and I getting close to each other by working together. The bottom line is, you're jealous again.
What more do you think we could have done?
Nothing. You and Judith knocked yourselves out trying to help Jamie. I know that. Charles, it's natural to blame yourself for his failures, but pardon my saying so, some point you have to come to terms with the fact that Jamie did know the difference between right and wrong. He simply chose to go his own way and to hell with everybody else. I'm sorry about this.
I know you are. I know you are, and I appreciate that. When's Kate coming back home, do you know?
Well, I'll find out for you.
Thanks, I'd appreciate that. Well, what about Jamie? I know Judith's gonna ask me, have they, how do you say that? Have they recovered his body?
No. I'm afraid there's a possibility they'll never find it.
It's a possibility they'll never look. Who the hell would care? Sorry, Herb. Would you happen to know when Judith's getting back to town?
Well, her secretary expects her sometime today.
Oh. Well, can we keep this out of the media, do you think, at least until I've had time to tell her?
Well, Charles, I won't say anything, but you are an ambassador.
Well, I guess I better go home and inform Jamie's grandmother. Unless, of course, you'd like to do that for me. Not a task I'm looking forward to.
Jealous? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, why would you even think such a thing unless perhaps there's some reason that I should be jealous?
I think I'm going to just chalk this whole thing up to your basically possessive nature and your overly active imagination. I don't think it would be too cool for me to be going after your daughter, Dorian.
John, sometimes people have feelings underneath the surface that they're not even aware of themselves.
I am aware of my feelings. Or maybe you forgot about last night. If last night was as good as I thought it was, then why do you have these doubts now?
Because, I mean, you tried to hide Diane's diary from me.
Yeah. And I could have throttled Cassie for mentioning it to you.
Oh, so what is this going to be? Standard operating procedure from now on? You and Cassie keeping secrets from me?
Dorian, I was trying to protect you. Diane was sick. She wanted desperately to keep Cassie and me out of your life. Now, if you haven't realized that by now, it's about time that you do. I don't believe this. The girl's dead and she's still causing problems between us. Hello. Yes, Charles. What? When did that happen? Yeah. Charles, I'm sorry.
What's wrong?
Jamie was killed in Argentina. So was Tina Roberts.
Tina made an awful lot of mistakes in her time, but I think she really was trying to change. The baby might have helped, too, if only Cord had listened to her.
You know, from what I know of the situation, Cord had reason not to believe her.
Maybe I could have helped if I just spent more time with her.
Come on. You're the only one in Landview to even give the girl the time of day. And you talked Cord into believing that what she said about the baby was the truth. You shouldn't have any regrets.
I don't know. It's funny, you know, no matter what kind of trouble she got into, she always managed to get herself out of it. Guess her luck finally wore out.
Yeah. I guess Jamie was responsible for a lot of people's luck running out.
I know you feel badly about it, but at least now the killing's going to stop.
Well, I'm not sure that'll be of much comfort to Judith. I just hope that when Charles breaks the news to her, he doesn't lace it with a lot of recrimination.
I don't know. You know, Judith, in a way, has a lot...
You know, she already feels bad enough about Keith Radcliffe's murder. There's no point in making her feel worse.
I know that. All I can say is I wish I had a brother like you to defend me.
Well, you have a boyfriend to protect and defend you. Will that do?
Yeah, I'll settle for that. Oh, Johnny. That little disagreement we just had, it was nothing. I'm not really suspicious of you and Cassie.
Well, that's good. I'm glad.
I'm still not happy about her working for you, though. Really, I don't know what I would do if anything ever happened to her.
If you feel so strongly and you're so upset about that, why don't you talk to Cassie about your fears?
It would help a lot if you talked to her.
That's something that mother has to work out with daughter.
All right, I'll take your advice. I'll do exactly that.